Welcome everyone. Today we have a special pet banner rates and also additional summons guide. So looking behind me in the video, I have found a number of different collection of friends on Reddit who has gotten a lot of different pets and also multiples of the same pet. So in this video, we'll briefly go through the rates for the pets and what are the recommended method for summoning singles, multi-summons for those pets. The second part of the video will look at how to get more pet summons. I have listed and also collected all of the in-game method that is repeatable, that is one time, and that is weekly, that is monthly for you to get more pet summons. And also we'll go through the best choices of picking the pet compared to the other items in the shop. We'll also go through all the method and also ways to farm for those currencies for those pets. Now on the final part of the video, we'll also look at the highlights of each of those ice rank pet and which of the pet you can be selecting for which of the teams. We'll also have a look at briefly of the availability and also usability of some of the A rank pets as well, if you want to level those up and also try to use those while finding your S rank pets. Now as you guys can see in the notes behind me, I have two very interesting screenshots. One is coming from this Reddit post for I don't know what I'm doing. The second post is coming from Rosie. And there is two interesting approaches in getting multiple pets. One is to do multiple summons on the pets in terms of 10 times summons as you select one pet, and sometimes you can get multiple pets in a 10 times summon. The other approach seems to be more viable. Notice here our friend was able to get 6 different S-rank pets. So the first thing I want to talk about is how to increase the chance of you getting multiple pets, or if you want multiple of the same pets, what are the methods? Now briefly going through the details of the pets have the same rates as weapons. And this means every time you summon, there's 1% chance of getting an S-rank pet of your choice. And after that, as you accumulate multiple summons, at a certain point, those rates will go up. Eventually, this becomes 2% accumulated point the moment you get all the pets. But in order to give you guys a better breakdown, what this really means is the soft pity for the pets starts around 67 to 72 summons. And afterwards, your chance of getting the S-rank pets dramatically increases. So in order to guarantee yourself of any S-rank pet, you should at least have over 70 summons. Now I know a lot of us may experience a much better luck, but ideally, if I show you guys in the game, I have been saving my pet summons, and yes, I have saved over 79 summons, and this will guarantee me to have any of the pets I wanted after getting my new S-rank character. So I'm waiting to summon my pets once I get a new character and have a new team around them. Now the second highlight over here is there are 3 different methods that is currently workable for summoning pets. One of the simple and also strict method to get different pets is going to be like this one, right? So one of this method is to summon single summons. This may be very straightforward, but as you guys know, each time you get a pet, it is guaranteed to show you the next one. So my plan is to get Shark Pool, do single summons until I get the Bullet pet, and then maybe I go for the other damage pet to prepare for the new character Zhu Yuan. And this way I might have 3 different pets. Ideally, I want to focus on working on 2 different pets because there's limited resource at the start of the game. Now, should you find yourself not having enough time or patience to do single summons, the second method is what I personally like to do, is to do 1 to 20 single summons, and then from 20 to 60, we do 10 times multi-summons, and then finish this off with the single summons. Now, compared to our previous video, we also had a video to talk about getting 5-star S-rank characters. And a lot of our viewers were asking me, hey Matt, why are you doing single summons on the first 20? Is that in multiple miHoYo Genshin Impact and also Honkai Star Rail and also ZZZ Games, the developers tend to have a slight increase of rate in the first 20 summons when we were doing single summons. And this was actually tested by myself and a lot of other players who noticed this. This is not the biggest difference, but how players were saying is, if you're not getting a 5-star on the first 20 summons, likely you're not getting them on the next 20 or 40 summons, and then you're looking at the soft pity. So this is usually recommended method to save some time yet have the best rates. Now finally, of course guys, you can do 10 times multi-summons all the way for the pets, and this will be the highest chance of method to get multiple duplicates of the characters. So what that means is, if you're always doing multi-summons, there is a greater chance for you to get a result like this one to get multiple pets. And this of course looks great, and this will increase the stats of your pet as you upgrade with multiple duplicates. Now that we had a look at the different ways of summoning for pets, I think the bigger question you guys have is, hey Matt, how do we get more pet summons? And I think one thing we can all agree is that the more pet summons you get, the better rate and also more S-rank pets you can be getting in the game. So here is a small summary of how to get more pet summons. There will be active in-game events, and here I'll just show you guys the latest in-game event will give us additional pet summons. And as you can see over here, if we come over to the rewards, you can see there will be more pet summons over here, right? So there will be in-game event that is available each of the patch. And in the game, there will be two types of ways to get more pet summons. There will be one-time permanent claim, and there will be multiple regular repetitive method to get more pets. Finally, there's always web events and also other giveaways that could give you more pets, which I'll keep you guys updated. So let's briefly go through those and what are the best ways you can be getting more pets in the game. So coming over to my character, if I come over to the hollows, what I want to highlight is there is over 24 available pet summons to be collected as you level up your license. And you get 2 pets per 10 level. So notice that every few levels you'll be getting pet summons. And this is by far one of the best ways of getting more pets in the game in a permanent method. And as you do the hollows, there is additional ways of getting more pets. Sometimes there will be 3 pets available, sometimes as you refresh the quest that is available over here. Notice these special quests have 4 different categories. Then I'll progress to the second category. So let me show you guys in the notes. On the first category, I was able to get 2 more pet summons because this was the randomized events with additional rewards. So if you were just looking at the hollows, you can get 24 permanent pet summons, and every week you'll be looking at least 3 to 5 minimum pet summons just by doing the hollows and also the weekly missions. Now the second way of getting more pets is by leveling up your character. So if I come over to my proxy level, so I have just made a little higher proxy level over the time. And what I want to show you guys is the start of the pet summons comes around level 28 with 3 different summons. And as we progress around level 38, you got 3 more summons. Now in the moment, there are a total of 6 pet summons coming from leveling up. It is likely I'll be getting more after level 47, but I can't see those unless I rank up. And of course, those are a little harder due to the difficulty and also experience required. Now, as we keep going, there is additional summons coming from the latest event, as I mentioned earlier. And this will be at least 3 of the summons. It could be possible there will be more summons coming from additional events. Now, one of the reasons I'm suggesting to do more hollows and also more senior defense is that after you do those, if you come over to this NPC, this is a monthly availability of shop. So if I move my camera a little bit, you can see that this currently have 16 days to go. So I move my head back, awkward position. So here you can buy up to 5 limited pet summons, which I'm almost there. I can buy 3 and I can buy the rest of the 2 as I play more hollows. And over here, there's also 5 more summons for the pet summons on the secondary shop. You'll be getting the currency on the first shop just by playing the hollows without any energy. And similarly, if you play the Shooting Defense and also the Hunt, you will also get energy-free currencies, which you can be buying additional items like the special tuning for the disc drives and also the pet summons. Now, briefly highlighting what you want to buy the first. So I was buying the master types, then followed by saving up enough for the pets. And for the secondary shop, I'll recommend buying the 2000 tuning for the disc drive first, then consider buying the pets or additional disc drives. So this is probably the first priority, followed by the pets, and then followed by the additional summons of the disc drives. And over here, you should go with the master type summons and then go with the pets, or depends which one you need the most. Now, so we keep going through the notes, you can see that there is also additional ways to exchange for pet summons in the Signal shop. So if I come over to the summoning section, so over here, if we come over to the Signal shop, in the pet Signal shop, every month you can be buying 5 discounted pet summons. And I recommend buying those because those are the cheapest, only cost 20. It is not advisable to be buying the 40 pet summons simply because this one just isn't matching the price. And what you can be saving for is after buying 5 of those, you can then save for the pet duplicate modifiers. I do believe this will allow you to rank up your pet, and once we save to 1200, we can be saving for one of those. Basically, this is a pet selector that allows you to duplicate existing pets. Now, I haven't gotten this item yet, so this is my current assumption, but let me know in the comments, guys, if I got this one wrong. So those are the 5 limited discounted summons we can be buying for the pet store, or in terms of the signal store. And finally, you can be getting 5 more free pet summons coming from the battle pass, and the battle pass will repeat every 42 days for the free battle pass. So I'm not counting the paid battle pass over here. So let's come over to the battle pass and let me show you guys. And yes, I have gotten my character level to 30, but I have not selected my weapons yet. And the reason I haven't selected weapons is simply because I know that I'm waiting for the new character, then I'm deciding which weapon will fit the role for the character and also the new team. Now, we do have a latest updated video on which of the best battle pass weapons you can be selecting. So if you're not sure which one to pick, guys, or if you're waiting to pick the best one for the new characters, make sure you check out that previous video on additional information for those special weapons that can be overly powerful in the game. As you level up your battle pass, you can see every 3 levels you'll be getting additional pet summons, and those will be available on both of the paid and also free battle pass. Together, you can get up to 5 different pet summons, and then 5 more if you paid for the battle pass. Now, as we keep going, you can see that we can get up to 65 summons for the pets as we level up from level 5 to level 30, and I'm sure most of you would have gotten this one. And after that, you would have gotten 5 from the launch email or the launch mail rewards for the 5 pet summons, together with 20 of the standard banner summons. And finally, one of the biggest factor you can get additional pet summons is actually coming over to the remodeling store. So what I want to show you guys is, as you level pets to level 10, you can get special pet reward. And over here, you can see that it is quite easy to get a pet to level 10. So I'll just do this to show you guys directly. It doesn't take me much of the experience. At the same time, it takes minimum of the pet leveling to get each of the pets to level 10. And once you've done that, you can get up to 3 of different pet summons. It is much easier, guys, to get all the pets to level 10 and stop there. After that, getting all the pets to level 40 can be a little costly. It is extremely not recommended to get any of the A-rank pets to level 60, unless you're super farm on items and your farm materials might be after a year into the game. So it is recommended, guys, get all your pets to level 10 to get additional summons this way. And in total, you can get up to 63 pet summons, but the first 21 is by far the easiest for each of the pets to level 10 and also ascend them for additional rewards. And finally, guys, if I come over to my mail, because this is an expired event and I have mentioned about this multiple times in the past, I'm sure if you have been following the channel, you would know this. In the pre-registration event, I was able to get 3 different pet summons, 1 purple artifact, and also 1 free weapon. And yes, if there are events like those that's coming in the future, I'll keep you guys updated. So this is the final way of getting additional summons outside of the game as you play different web events. And this is why I say it's important to subscribe and notify. Yes, I want to keep you guys updated so you don't miss any out. So you won't be missing out any of the freebies, like the promo codes, like additional events for those freebies. Now coming over to the second part. Over here, I have found a very nice infographic guide which allows us to see and also understand what are the pets that suits what are the theme of the characters. So this is one from Ultra Jazz over here, and I do think this is much more visual than just me talking about those pets in the pet shop over here. So what I was going to do is, I was going to come here and talk about those pets, right? But it's probably easier if we use this particular guide. So if you have any of those particular S-rank characters, the more S-rank characters you have, the better it is to have a particular S-rank pet associated to them. So the Butler pet will focus on the fraction, while the Shark Poo pet will focus on the ice element. And similarly, the Safety pet will go for the heavy Belgon industry, while the Fire Rock Poo pet will allow you to deal more fire anomaly damage. So having this quick summary allows you to see if you want to go for electric characters, if you want to go for physical characters, or additionally, if you want to go for the fraction of cunning hair characters, what are the characters and also what are the pets to be going for this. And if you're going for the Zuyuan, the other pet can be really good for additional anomaly damage. Now finally, if you're planning to level up the A-rank pet, I don't recommend taking those pets beyond level 40, because there's a limitation of the resource we have, And even though those pets can fit a variety of characters as you can see here, I don't think it is worth it, guys, to take those pets over level 40. Unless we're talking about the Bangboo over here. The only reason I'm saying the possibility of the Bangboo is that it has more range of availability of different characters you can add to your team. So if you only have one S rank pet, the second A rank pet can be the Bangboo over here, and this is Bangboo with additional physical damage, additional chain attack damage increase, and also more physical damage multipliers. But overall, guys, ideally you want to look for 2 S rank pets for 2 different compositions, and this will allow you to determine which of the pets to be going for. So if you have a particular S rank characters, you can be getting the associated S rank pet. And in terms of my personal plan, I'm planning to wait for the Zuyuan banner, summon on the Zuyuan banner to see what S rank new characters I'll be getting and if I can get Zuyuan. If I can get Zuyuan, then my ideal goal will be considering getting the other pet that increase the other anomaly damage. But if I don't get Zuyuan, likely I'll be going for the butler pet to go for my second team for the Victorian housekeeping for additional resource gain. And those are my plans for the pet summons, and this is the reason I only have Sharkboo to level 50, and then I'm waiting and also saving all my summons for 1 or 2 more new pets that will be matching for my new character for my new team. Now hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Now it might not seem to be a big deal, but once you know all the method and also ways of getting more pets, and if I did miss out anything, please let me know in the comments. But once you know this and you know what are the weekly and also monthly missions to get more pet summons and also more loot, you'll have a checklist available, and this will allow you to get the most resource to get most of the free summons for your additional pets, or unlock different pets, or getting more duplicates in the game. Now, similar to all of the videos, if you want to follow the notes, those will be available in the links below. And if you find my videos helpful and you want to see more future videos for ZZZ and also other games to come, make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep the notification on for the latest content.